Hello, thanks for stopping by. I'm guessing you clicked on this video after seeing the title and thumbnail because you're interested in buying a Mora Pathfinder. Although I'm not a Mora salesman, the reason I'm out here today is to give you guys some more specifics and details on the knife, put it through some testing, and then let you guys make the decision for yourself whether you want to give the Mora Pathfinder a try for yourself. If you're new to the channel, I'm Drew with DS Outdoors. I'm constantly out hunting, fishing, and bushcrafting. So I thought I would give you guys my personal thoughts on this Mora Pathfinder. Let's dive right in. Little background, I've been using this Mora Companion Black since my senior year of high school. I actually did a review video on this quite a few years back. I've loved this knife. It's treated me really nicely, but I was looking for something a little bit bigger so when I'm out in the woods I can handle any task that I want, and that is what led me to buying the Pathfinder. No hard plastic sheath on this. You actually get a black nylon sheath with tons of different abilities, whether you want to attach it to a belt loop, whether you want to attach it to the outside of your pack. Lots of capabilities with this sheath. There's a quick button right here that you got to unsnap, and then it comes right out. Inside there is a hard plastic though, where it actually rests. And guys, be super careful with this. If this is unbunded, the knife will most likely fall out. I unfortunately learned that the hard way. I was out here a couple months ago and didn't have it buttoned. Knife slipped right out, went through my boot, and I ended up needing a couple stitches. So besides always remembering to bring a first aid pack with you, make sure to snap that button, lock that knife in place. To the knife itself now, we have a carbon steel rather than a stainless steel, and it's a black carbon. As you can see, it's not the shiny polished steel look. The blade on this knife is 6 3/4 inches, and the overall knife is 11 3/4 inches, making it quite a beast. Not quite as big as a machete, which I have here just to show you the size difference. Machete is still quite a bit bigger. The handle is still a texturized rubber. Good ergonomic grip. There you can see it in my hand. I got pretty big hands and this fits it pretty well. You do also have a bit of hard plastic at the end of your grip to baton, hit down on the knife like this. Like most Moras, like my Companion, this is a 3/4 tang, so that blade goes till right about there in the knife. It is not a full tang knife. I've used the batoning technique many times with this knife and haven't ran into any issues yet. If I do, you guys will be the first to know. Something else on the Pathfinder that I really liked was the sharp spine. You are able to light a fire steel with this. Finally, this knife weighs 8.8 ounces. It is quite heavy. The center of gravity is right about here because of how long the blade is. It's a little bit further towards the blade end. Enough with the specs. I'm about to dive into some use. I got some really dense wood here. I'm gonna really put it through some good use to show you guys what the capabilities are and whether it's the right knife for you. You can see I went right through a knot there too. Got a little hung up in it, but got around it and split right through the rest of it. As you guys can see, I made pretty quick work of these two logs right there. I got a couple really dense pieces down here that I want to try out just to see. This is really going to test it. As you can see, we're getting thicker and pretty dense here. Whew. Making me work for it. there we have it. That's a dense piece of wood. And as you guys could see there, I was hitting pretty close down to the tip of it just to see how well that would handle, and it held up really nice. Didn't even lose my point there at the end. As far as batoning like this, I would rate that pretty good. One of the issues I was running into with my companion, there you can see them side by side, one of the issues I was running into is sometimes on those bigger logs I'd run out of actual blade to hit because it would be wrapped around the wood so much. With this, as you guys could see there, I kept hitting towards the tip more. Having the longer blade there sticking out of the wood allowed me to keep striking it with the baton. Now we're going to test out this hard plastic here at the end. Normally I do something like this to get me started, but since I have that hard little piece of plastic, I'm going to try something a little bit different and seeing if it works. Yeah, there we go. But if we just do this, drive the knife right into the wood like so, kind of give it a little twist. Just another different technique for splitting your wood. So, don't know how often I'm going to be using that technique, but it's nice to know this little hard plastic there is good for batoning too. My next test now, so I'm going to grab one of these and we're going to see how well we can make our feathers with this. And my go-to is to get some feather sticks, some curls going. As you guys can see there, did not take long. These little things will take a fire steel spark and get your fire going in no time. Final test I wanted to run it through was its ability to throw a spark. Fire steel here, just gonna go up against the spine. It's like the 4th of July here, folks. We are throwing down some nice sparks. Now that you have the specifications and have seen it in action a little bit, I wanted to give you my own personal opinion on the knife. As someone who truly believes in the quality and durability of Mora knives, I have little to no bad things to say about it. What I will say is this is a big, heavy knife, and it's a pretty sweet bushcraft knife. However, if I were to be doing something where weight was a big issue, this might not be the most ideal knife. So you have to pick and choose where you want to use this knife and what you want to use it for. Sometimes a smaller knife will make more sense. I see myself using this in the future a ton for bushcraft trips where weight isn't an issue. Coming out into the woods for day trips like this, perfect knife for it. Personal defense knife, I could see people using this around the house for home defense. So it does definitely have its uses. Something that I would change on this knife is the sheath. Obviously I have my story with my toe and getting stitches, but for a knife this expensive, I would expect a bit of a nicer sheath to come with it. That's just my opinion, guys. If you want to learn more, definitely go check them out. I'll leave a link down in the description of where you can find this knife. If you guys like hunting, fishing, camping, and bushcraft, and enjoyed this knife review, highly recommend hitting that subscribe button. It'll let me know that I wasn't out in the woods getting eaten alive by mosquitoes for no reason, and it ensures that you won't miss any more DS Outdoors videos. If you guys like the video, please give me a thumbs up. It really means a lot. I'll catch you on the next one.